How's it going, Rams? Welcome to yet another edition of Bleacher Beat. I'm your host, as always, Brandon Kruse. Well, after a week of ups and downs in CSU athletics, we'll take a look at what's in store for the Rams as the weather makes a bid for fall. Plus, we all know that the NFL is filled with talent. But did you know that it includes several Ram alums? See how they're doing 2 weeks into the season? All of that and more on Bleacher Beat, which starts right now. Like usual, we'll kick things off with some CSU athletics scheduling. Mixed results were the name of the game last week, but you probably heard enough of that during yesterday's show. A new set of 7 days brings brand new matchups to look forward to, and this time it's conference action that's on the calendar. That's right, the Mountain West half of the schedule is finally here for most CSU squads. Just like last week, the Rams volleyball gets things going on Thursday, hosting Boise State at 7. And over the weekend, the Rams will remain at Moby Arena, where they battle Utah State at 1 on Saturday. After falling short in both doubleheader matchups to Rocky Mountain counterpart Colorado last week, CSU looks to get back on track in conference play. And more on the women's side, soccer will be back in action after over a week's worth of rest, hosting a pair of Mountain West schools during the weekend, opening with San Diego State on Friday and concluding with New Mexico on Sunday. And to close out the week, CSU football has by far the hardest test, traveling north to the cornfields to battle 5th-ranked Iowa. Now, CSU did snatch a road win against Toledo last Saturday, but the meaning of road this weekend will be completely different. The atmosphere at Kinnick Stadium will be rocking as the top team in the Big Ten battles the Rams. There's no doubt Vegas will have the Hawkeyes favored by a lot of points, and justifiably so. Iowa is a serious contender for both the Big Ten championship and the college football playoff. So if CSU wants to make this game even remotely close, they'll need to perform at a high level, primarily on the offensive side. Iowa's defense is elite, and it's been that way for a long time. They haven't surrendered more than 24 points in 25 consecutive games. The Hawkeyes were a top 10 defense in every metric the previous 2 seasons, and that trend seems to continue this year. The black and yellow are already in the top 25, and they've done so without playing cupcakes. Unlike many other teams ahead of them, we're only 4 weeks in, and Kirk Ferentz's squad has already blown out Big Ten foe Indiana and beat the 14th ranked and in-state rival Cyclones on the road. Yep, Iowa is pretty good. And though the offense is improving, the defense is what defines this team. They're tough and won't get pushed around. If the visitors want to stay in this one, they can't have the dreadful offensive performance of last week, where the Rams' only touchdown was courtesy of a punt return. Hopefully, the Rams can avoid getting embarrassed this weekend. Okay, I think I've given CSU football enough pessimism, because as we'll see, CSU has actually generated some impressive talent in the NFL. The Rams are currently have 8 players on NFL rosters, with 3 of them serving in crucial roles. We'll start in the Lone Star State, where former CSU wideout Michael Gallup has become one of Dak Prescott's go-to targets. In Week 1 against the Bucs, Gallup hauled in 4 catches on 6 targets for 36 yards. That was before he sustained a calf injury in the second half, which sidelines him until October. But when he returns, you can expect him to continue being a threat on the outside for Dallas. And Michael Gallup isn't the only former Rams receiver in the NFL. Rashard Higgins saw his first action of the year last Sunday in Cleveland's win over Houston, going for 27 yards on 2 catches. Now, Rashard Higgins has been in the league for 6 seasons, but let's not forget just how good he was during his tenure at Colorado State. Take a look at these numbers. Back in 2014, during his sophomore year, he led the nation in receiving yards and touchdown receptions. From 2013 to 2015, which is when he was at CSU, he set all Colorado State records in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns. And let's not forget about Shaq Barrett, who's the defensive outside linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He already has a sack and an interception 2 games into the season. So even with CSU football struggles this year, just know that the program is still well represented at the professional level. Well, Ram fans, that's all the sports action I have for you tonight. Be sure to catch Cam's Corner on Thursday for more sporting news, but don't go away just yet. Noah Pasley will conclude tonight's show by giving you all the spice in entertainment.